Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. This is William Hindman. I'm your host. And this is Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job, well, or they just really don't, or they screw it up. Hey, guys, if you would, please go over to Dark Times with Nico and K. It's C-Y. Is that Kai? I'm going to call it Kai. And subscribe to them. Check them out. See if you like them. If so, then subscribe to their channel. Hit their like and share button so you help their algorithms, please. Tell them I see you guys over there. And they sent this one over to... you ever... yeah. Okay. Before we do that, let's do this. And when you do that, if you would, while you're here, go ahead and hit my like and share because it helps my algorithms. And the bell icon so you know I put it on a video. The thumbs up, thumbs down says how I do. Leave a comment because I go through each one of them myself. And, yeah. And is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, anyway, that's done and out of the way now. So, back to the conversation. You remember that kid that everybody picked on in school? And he was the hall monitor, you know, and he'd be going to the bathroom. And he would be a little snitch that goes, you know, I'm going to tell the principal that you're going to the bathroom. It's like, go ahead, brat. You know, just a little snub-nosed snot kid. Well, you're going to see an officer who's like this. Well, keep in mind, when they hire these guys, if you have a 15 IQ, you can pass. And most of them do. Okay? So... let's get into this. And this poor lady wasn't feeling good at work. She's having either a migraine coming on or something's happening. And instead of going to the hospital, she decides to go home. Well, the officer sees her, pulls her over, pulls his gun, and arrests her instead of helping her. Well, keep in mind, guys, the cops are not there to help you. They're there to, you know, extort money, to, you know, make your life miserable. They're not there when you need them. You know, you ever heard that saying, there's never a cop around when you need it? Exactly. So let's check this out, guys, and see what you guys think on this. And let me know in the comments.
Stop resisting! No. You keep trying to, use these keys like stab.
No, I didn't.
Ma'am.
I didn't know I was being pulled over.
Okay, my lights and sirens didn't give you a clue on Yellow Highway, ma'am?
No, I'm not feeling real well.
Yeah? Not at all?
A few moments ago.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car! Hands where I can see you! Turn around. You're under arrest.
What an idiot.
Turn around. You're under arrest.
These are the moments Nicole McClure's attorney says troopers should have used to get her client desperately needed help.
Ma'am, was that thing used meth?
I haven't used any meth.
When? Was that thing used meth? Everything you're telling me is you're under the influence, okay? Everything.
Okay, when you're asking her when was the last time you used meth, and she says she doesn't use meth, and you ask her when was the last time you used meth, you're an idiot, a moron, and you're a patrolman. That's scary. You should not be a patrolman. I don't even think you're qualified to pick up dog crap.
Everything you're telling me is you're under the influence, okay?
That state trooper's tunnel vision nearly cost Nicole her life. And why did he need to pull his gun?
All right, Alan, you're gonna have to hand over your gun. Yes, sir. All right, I'm gonna give you this. This is a dummy gun. I use it for ceremony. There. You get this back when I feel you know how to handle it.
I think somebody's starving for a little action.
But that action is going to come with a price. Not to the trooper. It's you, taxpayers of the state of Washington, of course. Nicole is rightfully suing everybody involved in her arrest. And
why doesn't this come out of their pensions if they lose the case? Why do we as taxpayers have to pay for this? Why can't it come out of their pensions? They got plenty of money in there. And then they'll stop acting like idiots and children. And they'll actually start acting like human beings. They do this because they know they have qualified immunity and nothing will happen to them.
incarceration. Because this is Nicole now. She's never going to be the same.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is called sunken brain syndrome. And it's what happened to Nicole after brain surgery to relieve the pressure inside her skull. This is what Nicole looked like before the brain surgery, the night she got pulled over by the Washington State Police. A night she's never going to forget.
The night was March 21st, 2022. 38-year-old Nicole McClure was doing what she did most nights, working the night shift at Walmart. Earlier into her shift, Nicole wasn't feeling well. She was having a severe headache and felt dizzy. Apparently, it got so bad that after speaking with one of her friends and coworkers, Nicole decided she needed to go home. So she grabbed
No, she should have went to the hospital or urgent care.
all of her stuff, clocked out, and began her drive back to Olympia, where she lived.
And this is where the problem starts, because Nicole doesn't realize it, but her mental status has already begun to change. She's confused. Now, this confusion caused Nicole to do a couple of things on the way home. One, she wasn't really sure where she was going. This is a route that she drove every day. Nicole was also swerving and driving at a slow rate of speed, and that caught the attention of Washington State Trooper Jonathan Barnes. This guy. Trooper Barnes would turn on his lights in an attempt to pull Nicole over. But in her confusion, she didn't notice it, so she kept going. But this didn't last long, because Nicole's car would come to a stop after she essentially popped a curb in a roundabout. Thankfully, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and there was nobody on the road. Now, Trooper Barnes, I would say, overreacted a bit. Watch.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car! Hands where I can see.
You know, this officer is going to kill somebody one day, and it's not going to be funny at all. This moron has no business being an officer.
See ya!
And the guy that hired him should be beaten with a stick.
Turn around. You're under arrest. Turn around. You're under arrest. Don't you, Rudy. Turn around. Stop resisting. Yeah, you were. Stop moving.
She's not moving, you moron. If you knew what you were doing.
Drop it. There. Get against the car.
This guy can't even put handcuffs on. He really is a moron.
Go. They want female in custody. No use of force. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
What resisting? You're an idiot.
Trooper Barnes immediately treats this like a felony stop, pulls his weapon, and orders Nicole out of the car. At no time is Nicole seen fighting or resisting arrest. But based on the reaction of Trooper Barnes, you would think he's fighting for his life. You can see when the other cops arrive on scene, they essentially tell Trooper Barnes to calm down. Calm the fuck down.
Stop resisting! Hey, John. No, she keeps trying to use these keys like stab.
No, I just...
Ma'am,
I
you're
wasn't
trying to use the keys as
looting.
a weapon.
No, I'm not.
Then just let go of them. Just let go of them, ma'am.
Let me put them in my pocket.
No. Just let go of the keys. Just trying to use them as a weapon.
I wasn't eluding.
You're under arrest, ma'am, for felony eluding.
I wasn't eluding.
What the hell are you trying to do?
I wasn't eluding.
Stop resisting! No, she keeps trying to use these keys like stab.
No, I just...
Ma'am,
I
you're
wasn't
trying to use the keys as a weapon.
No, I'm not.
Then just let go of them. Just let go of them, ma'am.
Let me put them in my pocket.
No. Just let go of the keys. She's trying to use them as a weapon. Let go
No,
of
I'm
the keys.
not.
Then let go of them. Okay.
I wasn't eluding.
All right, ma'am, we're already over that. Do you have anything to poke stick or hurt me?
No,
Good.
I wasn't eluding.
Do you have a license on you, ma'am?
Yes,
Where's it at?
in my back pocket.
All right, appreciate it. Don't go for it. I'm done with you reaching around. Stop.
I didn't know I was being pulled over.
Okay, my license sirens didn't give you a clue on Yelp Highway, ma'am?
No.
No, you just wanted to keep driving at lower speed? You wanted to hit a bunch of barriers and stuff?
No, I'm not feeling real well.
Yeah? Not at all?
that last word.
Not at all. All right, fantastic. One moment. You're under arrest.
I want you to hold me.
All right, ma'am. It's time for you to be quiet, okay?
Please don't
So
touch
you have
me.
the right to remain silent. It's the right time to attorney. Any state can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to
arrest
call
me.
attorney before answering questions. You have the right to have attorney present during the questioning.
Please
You
don't
cannot afford
arrest
attorney
me.
when we point out cause of desire. You can exercise the right to any time. You understand these rights, ma'am?
Please don't arrest me.
Is that a yes or no?
Yes,
Fantastic. So why wouldn't I not arrest you at this point?
because I wasn't alluding.
Okay. How much
I
alcohol have you
promise.
had tonight?
I haven't had any.
When was the last time you had any? Roughly.
Like 12 hours ago.
12 hours ago? Okay. One moment. These yours? Yeah, she was fighting with me to keep them in her hands with their teeth.
Uncuff me.
No.
Please
We're
don't
way
listen
past
to
that.
you. I'm pulled over.
Ma'am, was the last time you used meth?
I haven't used any meth.
When? Was the last time you used meth?
I haven't.
Not at all?
No.
What about heroin?
No.
No? Okay, so why'd you leave work?
Because I was feeling dizzy.
Why were you feeling dizzy?
I think I'm really tired.
So being really tired makes you dizzy and then you start hitting barriers and stuff?
I was confused
About what?
where I was.
Why are you confused where you were?
Because I think I'm tired.
So, how much sleep did you get last night, ma'am?
Like 6 hours.
You got 6 hours of sleep and you're that tired? You're not sure where you're at, what you're doing? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah? Okay. Why is that?
Is this guy like 3 years old? Because I know he's a complete total moron.
Let me go, please.
What kind of medication are you taking, ma'am?
I'm not taking any.
Not at all. Any antidepressants, pain medications, anti-anxiety, bipolar medications?
No.
Lithium? Nothing? None at all.
Please
Okay.
uncuff me.
All right, ma'am. At this time, you're also under arrest for DUI.
For what?
You're under arrest for DUI and felony eluding.
For what?
900. Yeah, she'll be in custody for DUI and felony eluding.
It's not under the influence.
All right, ma'am. Everything you're telling me is you're under the influence, okay?
No, I'm just really tired.
Okay. I'm glad you're really tired. Yeah. Get a bag on. Sure thing. Well, that's going to be a long night now, ma'am. Yeah, we're way past that. All right, if you can turn towards my camera right here, ma'am. Like I said, everything's being audio recorded, okay?
Let me go.
And we're way past that stage. If you would stop for me on the highway when I acted my license, if you were cool, you probably would have been home. Way to that.
You can hear Nicole repeatedly tell Trooper Barnes that she's confused and not feeling well, but he's already decided what's happening here.
Instead of investigating her medical complaints further, which is something Trooper Barnes is actually supposed to do, you can see in his police report, he skipped right over the medical questionnaire portion and simply crossed it out. Trooper Barnes had already made up in his mind that Nicole was under the influence and she was going to jail. But boy, was he wrong. That's why in jobs like fire, EMS, police, and even the hospital, they have a reporting system with assessments built in. So you don't get tunnel vision. You collect all the information and take a look at the big picture. In cases like Nicole's, every second counts. It can be a matter of life and death.
During the traffic stop, Trooper Barnes never performed any roadside sobriety tests or breathalyzer. After arresting Nicole, Trooper Barnes did take her to a local hospital to have her blood drawn. Trooper Barnes would fail to mention any of Nicole's complaints or the fact she had just crashed her car. And this is where another opportunity to get Nicole medical help was missed. Now that blood test...
Okay, well, keep in mind, this guy is a moron who doesn't have the mental capacity to be an officer. He has a 15 IQ, but he doesn't have the mental capacity.
Tests would later show that Nicole was completely sober, but those results came too late.
After the blood draw at the hospital, Trooper Barnes drove Nicole to Thurston County Jail. This is where she would spend the next 24 hours. And this is where things go from bad to exponentially worse. While in the jail, Nicole's medical condition continued to rapidly deteriorate. And it's actually documented that instead of the jail providing medical help, staff there mocked Nicole as she lay on the cement floor covered in her own urine. And again, this went on for about 24 hours. Jail staff would finally decide to forcibly change Nicole out of her urine-soaked jumpsuit and moved her to another cell. A couple hours later, a medic working from the jail would finally come down to check on Nicole. And again, by this point, she's lying on the floor of her cell, violently throwing up, unable to move, obviously in severe medical distress. It would take seconds for the medic to identify. He immediately said, "Send her to the hospital right now." An ambulance was called to come and transport Nicole to the hospital. Once there, doctors immediately identified that Nicole was having a stroke. More specifically, she was having what's called a hemorrhagic stroke on the right side of her brain. And this was creating pressure inside of her skull. Remember her complaining about the headache? Here you go. Any paramedic worth their weight in salt would have identified this had Trooper Barnes called an ambulance to the arrest scene to have Nicole checked out. Now, doctors would immediately rush Nicole into emergency brain surgery.
Thankfully, the doctors were able to save Nicole's life, but now she's completely disabled. Nicole would spend 17 days in the hospital before being discharged home. Now her life is never going to be the same, and she now requires the help of others to complete simple daily tasks. Now we're not saying the stroke could have been avoided. Nicole was having that either way, but the tunnel vision by Trooper Barnes and the delay to get medical help are major, undeniable reasons on why Nicole is now disabled. While you're having a stroke, every minute counts.
Since the incident, Nicole has hired a lawyer. And on February 1st, 2024, a federal lawsuit was filed against the Washington State Troopers, the Thurston County Jail, and an unnamed medical service company. The last update we can find in that case is the lawsuit against the Washington State Troopers has been dismissed. We'll try and keep you guys updated on that case if we find anything further. As for Trooper Barnes, shockingly, he faced no disciplinary action and is still employed as a Washington State Trooper. Sounds about right. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. Our channel is Dark Times with Nico and Sai. And if you like the video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe.
Also, make sure you leave a comment. We love talking to you guys, so fill up our comment section. Let us know your thoughts on the story. We want to hear from you. We're newer to making longer videos, so we really appreciate all the feedback we're getting. Any thoughts or opinions you can share with us, we appreciate it. We will see you in the next video.
Nico and Sai, thank you very much for the video. As far as Trooper Burns, I hope you're burning hell. I really do. There were so many things that he did that were so far out of control, you know, and the bad thing is this idiot will probably get a promotion for it. So I hope that he, you know, I hope that the lawsuit goes somewhere. And the sucky part is that us taxpayers will have to pay for it instead of it coming out of their pension fund, which is where it should come from. Guys, have a great and wonderful day. And remember, do not talk to the police because they're not your friends.